Well, the birds start chirping. Hey everyone, Waterbot here. Let's play as Yoji. Let's be King Yoji. That's pretty Yoji. Here's King Yoji. King Yoji uses regular colors as katana. Here we go. Alright. So, welcome back to Cavern Kings. Forget that, jeez, the birds are actually starting to get louder and louder. I like how the eyeball is just sitting there, just staring at me, semi-accusatorially and stuff like that. Best time of 30 minutes on arena mode. Nice. That is damn good. I don't feel like doing arena mode today. I think part of the problem is, like, arena mode is too frenetic when I'm tired. And right now, like, I am wiped out. I've been up way too late. I've been up way too late far too often. I've been recording since 8 o'clock tonight. It's just kind of, you know, the infinite loop of Wanderbot does YouTube. Streaming, whatever, too much. And I regret none of it. But it doesn't end up resulting in some, like, crazy fatigue. Like, I don't know. Like, I have no regrets, but I need to figure out, like, a more efficient manner of doing this. I don't think there ever will be, apart from, like, me maybe going to bed a little bit earlier on, like, Catterday. Which I guess is sort of gonna happen. Alright, let's just sort... Nope, well, we lost it. Okay, never mind. Yeah. Birds sounds are nice. Bird sounds are nice, except for when you're, like, really tired and need to go to bed. Let's see. There was, like, 1 week... So in high school, I had a pretty bad sleep schedule. I've always had a really bad sleep schedule. My family's always been like, you know, you should get your sleep schedule back on track, and it's like, it's never been on track. And, like, if I could go to bed at 6 a.m. and wake up at... Actually, not even like 6 a.m. It's something more like 7 a.m. And wake up at, you know, 2 in the afternoon every day, I think I would actually be better for it. Unfortunately, it does not work so well on that one. So usually I wake up closer to like noon or 1 o'clock, which, I mean, if I can't get to sleep or whatever, it's kind of problematic. But so the problem is, in high school... Oh, that's gonna hurt a little. Let's go down here. Oh... Okay, you're still gonna hit me. Oh, you're going to hit me, but I am going to get paid in dividends. Fortunately, I don't think I'm gonna get the money for any more of these. Be awesome if I could. Alright, well, let's see if I can make just enough money for another invincibility frame thing. We've already got 1 vortex box, so I don't need to do more than that. But so, it was like at the end of a particularly grueling project I think I was working on it in high school. And... I go to bed, and it's like 4 or 5 in the morning, which, I mean, isn't so bad. Except for robins. I have a lot of robins outside my house. This is like, kind of, I'm not going to say like a consistent problem, but when you're trying to go to bed, desperately trying to go to bed, you didn't finish your project, so you know you're going to get kind of a bad grade on it. And, like, you know, some amount of it is your own fault, because you procrastinated too much on that project. Well, it does not look like we're getting anything else here. I should probably dig down before I get murdered. But so... Oh, hey, there's shit up there. That's not the shit I was looking for, to be honest. I like the lighting system, but I do wish it was just a little bit brighter. Actually, I want to take a look at the options. Lighting dramatic, upscaling nice, music off, screen shake on, whatever. Damage numbers, let's keep that on. I think I turned that off because it was making the game lag originally. Then again, this game lags a fair amount. Yeah, I like seeing the damage numbers. They're fun. But yeah, so God, there was like at least 1 or 2 nights over the course of high school where I just like was ready to go just completely mental, because the robins would not shut up ever. And now I just stopped caring and/or just fall asleep so much more easily. Alright, there's 1. There we go. Unfortunately, there's a lot of the ceiling trap dudes. Let's blow that up. Let's see if that does anything for me, because it looks like there are secret containers in the ceilings. And sometimes they give me stuff. I thought this was actually the level that grew back. Turns out I'm incorrect. Oh, ugh. No, it's the level where you don't want to touch the ground. Ever. Oh, let's get another black hole box. Hey, that's useful. It's cheaper from that shop, but yeah, not the end of the world one way or another. But yeah, no, I was pretty pretty gone by the time that rolled around. It was kind of nice in college, actually, because once college rolled around, at least for like a semester or two, there were a couple of times where I had like 8 a.m. classes, which I did adapt to fairly well by the end of college. But like there was a moment, not a moment, there was like a whole semester in sophomore year. Something's just shitting gems on me. I'm not complaining. There was a whole semester sophomore year, I think it was like in the spring, where every single night I would go to bed at 10 in the morning and wake up at 6 at night. It was so nice. Cause like nothing really ever goes on in the early part of the day in college. All the cool stuff happens later at night. And so easiest way for me to, you know, interact with everybody, get all my work done, you know, focus, because effectively people who go to bed at like 2 o'clock, quiet hours in college. And by 2 o'clock I mean like 3, sometimes 4 o'clock. And then I would have, you know, the next, you know, 5 or so hours to do work, save for a programming class, which was pretty fun. I don't think I'm going to get more than 1 homesick shard. Oh well, this is what I get for buying from chests. Then again, I'm banking on getting enough for, well, I'm hoping I can get some clusters of iron along the way here. I like it that the gems have a glow now. That's kind of nice. But, I don't know. It was just nice to be able to, like, be up that late and not have to worry about anything. I'm gonna make a little arena here so these guys can make it to me with, like, no big deals. And I'm not, like, if I ever get to the point where, like, I can support myself and, like, Shell doesn't mind for whatever reason, probably because I just force her to be on the same sleep schedule as me or something ridiculous like that, I don't think it would ever be that drastic again. But if we could ever get to that point, I think that would be great. Though I've mentioned kind of recently and a couple of times on this, and it's seeming more and more like a possibility depending on like growth, my growth, people's growth. You know the crazy thing about this, most of like the Cavern Kings footage, I feel I filmed when I was like a much smaller channel than I am now. I'm at like 4,060 something now, I think. Hard to tell. But like, I feel like this is kind of my vlog series, which is it kind of works. But now that I have webcam, I can actually, you know what? Let's actually put ourselves right in the thick of it, because these guys are worth a lot of experience. Assuming we don't get totally murdered. Fucking fish! Leave me alone, fish! Okay, we're good. Let's just explode people. Unfortunately, I'm having a hard time staying grounded here. Still, I love the fish hordes. They're cool. They make me happy. Oh hey, there's a thing up there. Let's see if I can get some money from it. Okay, I can. Now let's make sure I don't get totally murdered. All the way back down. Fuck fish. Okay. Okay, time to go. Ah, let me go down this hole. Thank you. But this is kind of like my vlog series. Okay, now's the time to go. There's a lot of gold left, but still. Let's see, join around 2000. Oh, hello. Well, that's not what I was looking for, but that is a-okay. Let's buy me some hearts. Yes. I feel like freaking not Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's not Legend of the Hidden Temple either. Hey, I can drop the chest too. I don't think I'm getting enough money for another one. We need some of those gilded vials along the way here to be able to afford all of the stuff that we want people to afford. And unfortunately, this early game is just like, oh, you want money? Good luck. And then by the end of it, it's just like, oh, you like money? Have all of it. Or more per se, you don't need money. Have all of it. Okay, there that goes. I'll get it on the next round, because I don't think I'm going to have enough for this. Damn, what is that? 665. Yeah, that's a little bit outside my price range. Let's see if we can bust this up. Yeah, we're close, but I don't think anybody else is going to be spawning in time to give me the catch. Yep, pretty close, but still. Oh, hey, boss. Well, you know what? In that case, I can get the chest later. Ooh, those glow now. They improved the boss visuals a ton. That's, you know what? I'm just going to shoot this until this... Oh, right. I forgot the sword destroys things a little bit. I kind of want to take the saw blades out. What is shooting at me over there? Okay, there we go. Got it. There's like an eyeball over the side and shooting me. And I'll appreciate it. That said, I got more than enough health regen to deal with this. Yet, it's like an eyeball, and it's just kind of like off in the goon zone for some mysterious reason, and I don't appreciate it too much. I kind of wish this guy would somehow destroy the level. Oh well, we've got enough. Christ, he feels like he's a hell of a lot tougher, but I think it's mostly just because I do not have power. At least all of these salvos aren't hurting me too much. I don't think I'm going to be able to hit him. Okay. This is bad, because I have, like, no way to maneuver. Just die already? Thank you. Please just die. Well, somebody died. Not me, though. Well, you know what? What time is it? That was a 10-minute run? Yeah, we can do another one. That's the problem. I like the new shop system, but it does feel like it kind of homogenizes the character really, really harshly. I feel like it should be a little bit more variety pack in the beginning, and then once you've... Nope. Why did I do that? Let's just quick restart. Homogenization. Okay. Now let's not just immediately dig down like a dingus. That boss did not want to die. I did not do enough damage, and I probably was missing out on a fair amount of experience for whatever reason. But, oh yeah, so I was mentioning, like, before, talking about, like, the vlog thing, but, you know, the more I grow, the more kind of I realize that this is semi-possible. And I mean, I've always been fairly confident that in, you know, my ability to make it as a YouTuber, even if I'm going to be a poor tuber for quite a while. Freaking, call me a rutabaga. Are rutabagas tubers? I don't even know. I think they are. I'm really bad at these sorts of things, honestly. But so one of the things that me and my friends have joked about, and like, to some degree I feel like kind of the mix of like bad luck on Catterday and well, not bad luck on Catterday, but like salt on Catterday. Oh shoot, I'm full health. Didn't even realize it. Okay. Shell and Wanderer's getting married. I mean, eventually. Not anytime soon. It's not my wedding next weekend. It's just a wedding next weekend. What? Shell's best friend and her cousin are both getting married. But not to each other. For clarification. But so the more I do this, you know, the more things seem viable, and like people in my group effectively keep talking about like a tuber house, and like, you know, it's gotten some amount of like positive reaction from you know, from the people that would be part of like the YouTuber house, and part of the people that would be, well, watching the YouTuber house. I have no idea how like it would work, and I'd probably have to do like a hell of a lot of research and like figure out if it would be even possible. But like, I've looked at renting a house, and kind of depends on what state you are. Like, renting a house can be dirt cheap, which is kind of absurd for, you know, somebody like me. Like Clef Spear was in chat. Clef Spear was in chat talking about how he has. This could be dangerous. I don't have the health to deal with this comparatively. Oh crap! And these guys are juggling me. I feel like it's too easy to go up in water. What does Shell look like? I don't know. Greco-Italian? Long black hair? Because she refuses to cut it. Not like super long, but she just doesn't want to cut it comparatively. This sucks. This super sucks. Goddamn fish! Goddamn fish! Leave me alone! Three minutes and not a single power up. I haven't done Mishka in a while. Let's play as Mishka. That was pretty rough. Okay. But so, like, I'm concerned about how any kind of, like, YouTuber house would work out, just because it's a clash of personalities, and, like, rent would be insane. And, like, part of the problem is, and I've mentioned this before, like, you do not make a whole lot of money from YouTube. It's possible. But you really do not. But it's also, this is just cruel. This is just mean. Oh, well. We are Mishka, though. Mishka's got the power. Okay. At least more power than most. Character's a hard one to sell, though. Okay, let's get all the money. I don't think we killed like 2 things this entire round because I was too busy fighting that one. Jesus, this is a lot of money. Not too much, but well, that's interesting. I'm just keeping him up via drills and stuff. But like the logistics of it is hard, and like sometimes I realize that like there would be some amount of like massive personality disconnect. That would be like a massive issue along the way. And like it seems like it wouldn't be so bad. But even yesterday we were playing Awesome Knots together, and it's just like there was salt is fudge. That thing was off the screen, so I can actually blow it up. That's kind of interesting. Let's see. I don't know what people are talking about. Okay. I'll try better than that. I don't know. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. How much do I get paid? Can't actually say. But it's like it's over $100 a month, which isn't much, but it's under 200. That's the ballpark I will give you. Like, you do not get paid much via YouTube. It's $1 per 1,000 views, give or take. And this is actually a fairly consistent number. Even me, Game Grumps, PewDiePie, Markiplier, everything like that. Take a look at how much money, how many views they got in a person got on a video. Chances are that's how much money they made. Let's do Let's do one of both of these. That's a YouTuber house. Turn it into a streamer house. I mean, the reality of the situation is there's not much difference between a YouTuber house and a streamer house. The only changes would be like some of us would be streaming, some of us wouldn't be. So, for example, we've got just people that have like expressed interest eventually along the way. There's, you know, Bird, myself. Bird and myself stream. Fairly willingly, fairly happily. These guys are getting pushed around like crazy, and it's kind of fun, actually. You know, Bird and myself have expressed a fair amount of interest for, you know, fairly obvious reasons. And then there's Sebastian SB, Keith Ballard, whatever. I don't know if he'd ever get into streaming, just because I think that's more work than it's worth. Plus, he's very stubborn. But I think things like Catterday would maybe not be like a nightly experience, but it would definitely be like a hell of a lot more common, which is part of the reason why like I'd be more interested in this sort of thing, because it would be massively useful for everybody involved. The unfortunate part is like not everybody's going to be like a full-time YouTuber, which is part of it. Like I'm thinking of Birdcatcher. More likely than not, he's going to be some kind of computer programmer that is just always going to be part of our group, which isn't necessarily a bad thing in the slightest, but like currently the guy has 100 subs. Let's be honest here, 100 subs, it's a long way before he's going to be able to be anything YouTube-wise, which isn't bad. It just is just the cold reality of the situation of it takes a lot of work to even get to the point where you can make it full-time. Currently I make about, well, currently I get about 130,000 views a month. And that goes up, that goes down, largely depends on like new releases, you know, how active people in the fan base are. I make next to no money from Twitch. That's part of the reason why. That's part of the reason why I don't. Why like the idea of a streamer house would be insane, because everybody would need to have a sub button. The only way like it would ever be a streamer house would be if we're all big enough for that, and at that point, that is. But chances are, like, Catterday would be a very consistent event along the way. But, I don't know. Like, it's doable. And, like, I'm hoping for it. Of course, there's also, you know, the concern of significant others. Because, I mean, at this point, I'm pretty attached to the hip to Shell. And Lady Bird. I don't know. It'd be an interesting situation trying to fit, you know, effectively 4 to 5 guys plus whatever ladies that, or dudes, you know what, I don't judge, ladies or dudes that they end up with, on top of, you know, everything else is just, ugh, messy. Mainly, who the hell is gonna clean? I think the worst part is actually going to be, like, maintenance and cleaning. I think, out of everything that I ever had to deal with in college, it was kind of personal responsibility and chores was like the hardest part to deal with. And I think it's just a matter of like, some of us are like super lazy. Like, I know I'm definitely one of those people that's not like a super neat freak, but I've had people in my life that are like extreme neat freaks to the point where like they can't handle my messes. And I'm just like, I just leave my clothes on the ground near the hamper. And some people don't like this. Because say it's like a pair of pants I'm gonna wear again. Where else do I'm gonna put it? It's not clean, so I don't want to put it back in that dresser. And so I know this drove my freshman year roommate, I think, a little bit crazy from time to time. But then again, I mean, everybody has their own, like, foibles that makes them kind of gross to everybody else. And that's just, like, how the way things work. I think my fear with anything like a YouTube streamer type house is that I would slowly grow to hate my friends as a result of this sort of thing. I'm not entirely sure how that would work. Okay. Let's see. And people seem to be doing crazy math. I do 130,000 views a month, and it's 1,000. Can I bust that up? Yeah, I can bust that up. It's about 1,000. It's $1 per 1,000 views, give or take. That's how it works. That's not the exact figure, but that's what I'm allowed to say. Because YouTube actually gets really mad at you if you start, like, actively saying how much money people get paid along the way. It's stupid, but them's the rules. So it's a little bit higher, sometimes a little bit lower. There's a lot of things that, like, factor into it, too. There's a lot of explosions going on. Let's get over here. Oh, that's a big stone man. Let's not fight him. Okay, he wants to fight. Oh, well, we've murdered his face. Well, that helps. Yeah, $1 every 100 views. God, if it was $1 every 100 views, I would be fairly well off right now. Like, it would be incredibly easy to be a full-time YouTuber to the point of, like, everybody could do it and go full-time. Let's see. 100 views. When did I get 100 views per video? About at the point where you're at 1,000 subs, maybe 600 if you're particularly active. I guess the easy estimation is every channel, you're most likely to get 10% of your audience to watch a video. So, you know, I can usually expect at least 10% of people to watch this episode. And it kind of varies and depends on, like, consistency and stuff like that. And, like, how motivated people are to stick with a series, the series, whatever. I'm very close to fighting the boss. I'm also very close to getting hit by the ceiling. I'm like, I have no idea how that translates to, hey, Book of Secrets. I like me some books of secrets. But so, you know, 1,000 subs is probably the easiest example. And it also, like, depends on how much output you have. So if you only get, like, 100, you know, if you only put out, like, one video a week, you're probably not going to make nearly as much as somebody like Northern Lion who puts out, like, 20. And by 20, I mean, like, 56 videos a week, give or take. Might be more than that. Plus streaming and stuff like that. Oh, interesting. They hit you if your shots are pushing them along. That's kind of horrifying. Not overwhelmingly, but kind of. Okay. But it's not the most glamorous of money. I feel like kind of a sellout for talking about this sort of thing, and I have no idea how to. Hello, you are your. Oh, he's interesting, to say the least. Oh, do not get touched by those. Whoop! Did I get him? I got him. Alright, cool. And he's now firing up bits that don't do damage to me. Okay, this is good. That is a terrifying boss, mainly because I do not understand him. Oh, you can dig through these things. Never understood that. Oh, but it only works in certain areas. Derp. Okay. Yeah, everyone hit the donate button if you're entertained. I mean, it's true. Like, I say this frequently, but, like, until the point where, like, I actually go full-time and I'm, like, using YouTube money for rent money, pretty much every dollar that actually gets put into the channel either goes into, like, some amount of savings just so I can, like, save it for, you know, bigger and better things, or eventually, oh, this is going to be terrifying. Oh, okay, we're lucky. Also, everything's turning pink for some reason. Not sure why. Is this just the land of the... This is just the land of the Crusher... The ceiling creatures. Okay. Well, this is almost comical. Mostly terrifying, considering they hit your head and they hurt a lot. But so, usually what happens is donations just get factored straight into me buying more games, which I mean, sounds super stupid. But that's how I can afford games like Endless Legend. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, 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 oh. Whew. Okay, there we go. Endless Legend, Grand Theft Auto 5, which I have not actually put any content up on, because unfortunately, like, nobody seems to be willing to buy it yet. So I'm probably going to be strong-arming... I'm going to be strong-arming Bird into getting 2 games this summer. No matter what, I'm going to be strong-arming him into getting Dark Souls 2. Maybe Dark Souls 1, I don't know. If I can get him to get every single Dark Souls game, I'd be really happy, but chances are no. Dark Souls 2 and, like, GTA 5, so we can have, like, a legitimately funny and effective group. Because unfortunately, like, I tried doing Grand Theft Auto 5 with, like, a different group of people, and it was fun, but it's one of those where it's like, I'm running into this in YouTube where, like, there are a lot of bigger YouTubers that I kind of want to work with, but a lot of them just aren't good collaborators. Like, it's actually kind of an interesting problem where, like, I will try and work with certain people, and they really want to work with me on things, and, like, maybe some amount of that is a result of, like, me being a slightly larger channel, so, you know, it's kind of an attractive idea to work with me on anything. But then I try, and it's just like, this doesn't work. You're either not funny, or just not nice? I don't know. And I don't know, it's awkward trying to, like, do collabs with people. So I had one guy that was bothering me about doing a lot of things, actually. Thank you, health. Oh, we almost died there. Oh, we almost died there. Do I get enough? Yes. Alright, so we want more poison business. Missiles are nice too, but I already got a bunch of missiles. The more poison we can get, the better off we're going to be. Though it does seem like they patched a lot of the tick rate out of the poison, which is kind of a shame. I'm also not super injured, so it's a little bit harder for me to dig. It's going to be a pretty sad day when I get crushed to death by the ceiling. I did not have the money for that. Well, let's just drop the chest for the time being. But, so, like, people have asked me about doing, like, Magicka 2 when it comes out. Like, some of you were probably here for the Magicka 1 thing. That was a mess. That was just not fun. Well, no, I had an absolute blast, but, like, behind the scenes stuff, like, every once in a while we'll do a collaboration and somebody will just hate the other. So, like, the other day when we were playing Awesome Knots, and, like, we were actually getting really heated about, like, the competitive nature of it. Collab with Jacksepticeye. That's not even doable. Like, there's no way he would ever do it. I think there's, like, a possibility of me doing a collaboration with, like, Galm HD. That's about it. But, like, no, there's no way bigger YouTubers usually work with smaller YouTubers, unless it's, like, something specifically in it for them. Oh, really? Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, good. Whew. Where's that chest? Oh, the chest is over here. Okay, really? I spawned in the middle of the room for some mysterious reason. Okay. And we get a liar. That was not worth the money. How was it? What the shit was that? Something just zipped by really fast and did crazy damage to me. Never seen that before. Must have been a champion worm or something. But yeah, no, I should collaborate with a lot of people. It doesn't actually work, unfortunately. If I could collaborate with, you know, all of the big guys, oh yeah, I absolutely would. Not really because I necessarily want to or need to, but just because, like, I don't know, it'd just be fun. Okay, there we go. Got it. I do not have a vortex box, do I? Not in the slightest. Odd. Well, we're doing okay anyway. But no, I don't know. If I could collaborate with everybody that actually had the skills for it, it'd be great. Then again, like, I'm not entirely sure if I'd like Jacksepticeye, just because I have no idea. I have no idea who he is. Never watched his stuff before. So I think that would throw a couple of forks into things. Let's just blow this up. We'll have more keys. That should work. Assuming we get this one down. There we go. Collaborate with Obama. See, there's a plan. That is a plan I can get behind. And, enjoy thoroughly. Actually, that would be great if, like, at some point, I don't know who'd be a good example, but, like, maybe Conan gets, Obama to show up on his, like, game show to just play. Like, I would love to see what would happen if, like, somebody convinced Obama to do, like, one Let's Play, or whomever the next president is, just because, like, fuck it, why not, right? Just to see how somebody would handle such, like, a stupid, comparatively stupid situation. Let's buy, like, 2 of these. Burning! Everybody burns! That does not do a whole lot of damage now, does it? But I don't know, I think it would just be kind of hilarious to see that go long. Who'd be hilarious examples of... I don't know. I would love to see various people do Let's Plays. Actually, there was a thing a little while back about, who was it? It wasn't College Humor doing Let's Plays. It was one of the other, like, kind of college-y comedy magazine web things. And I can never remember them because I don't pay attention to them because they're just not my thing. Oh shit, that's a lot of money. Okay, got it. But so, a lot of people were, like, actually actively pissed at these guys for doing a Let's Play because it was such, like, a counter thing. Wonderbot and Bill Cosby. There would just be so much zip-zop, bippity-bop. But, at the same time, I think I would rather be with... What is it? Scatman Stan or something? I don't know. Like, an actual scat singer would be great. Just because it would be super stupid. And I'd maybe learn how to translate that into some level of talent. It does not look like my shots will actually destroy blocks anymore. That's a shame. I don't think I'm getting up there. Well, I'll just wait for it to get destroyed. And let it rain its sweet, sweet gems down on me. Which actually is pretty easy to do. Hey, I got money. I got enough money for this. Let's see if I can get a cluster of iron. Nope, but that works. That's going to increase our digging ability at the very least. Hi, Timmy. How's it going? Let's see. Timmy, I cannot update my title because this game is not listed on Twitch. Which sucks. And it probably never will be. I don't know. Really depends on, I think, Destructoid, which is the problem. I really wish somebody would actually list this game on Twitch just because, yeah, I don't know. It's not like a whole lot of people would be searching for it, though. You know, that would be kind of interesting in a way. That you could, if, you know, a game's not listed on Twitch, you could just kind of list it as category. Generic FPS or, you know, unlisted roguelike. That'd actually make a lot of sense. As like a, well, we don't have the category for the game, but, you know, nope, I'm probably going to get murdered here really, really quickly. I do not have any health here. Whew. I'm going to be shooting really freaking fast, too. Well, how do people like Chain Gun Wonderbot? Let's grab the money. At the very least, I can just kind of nuke people to death. Which is nice. But it doesn't do me a whole lot of good while I'm this low health. Especially because I'm about to go fight a boss. Yes! This is the best. Up! At least I blow the crap out of him. That worked, and all the money just went down the hole. Well, that sucked. Alright, let's see if I can get some more health here. The answer is no, so well, no, I did get a little bit. Okay, cool. I miss when this room used to just be filled with power-ups and stuff. Oh, well, it's not so bad. Yeah, generic FPS. Well, I mean, personal feelings aside, it does kind of feel pretty samey. Right, so let's just go with crazy movement attack speed for the time being. The skulls are kind of nice, but at the same time, having, like, really fast attacking jackhammer is probably going to help the most, especially if I can get some hero swords here. Also digging, because digging was causing significant problems. The only problem is this is going to mean I attack horrifyingly quickly. I'm just gonna scoot like a champion the moment we start losing some health again. Could be worse. Oh man, it's gonna make the Dracul blood like work amazingly well. Amazingly well. Hey, I'm looking forward to that. Let's see. Never got why the Giga Worm had to be metal. I mean, I don't know. Why not? Sweet. How do I still sound so awake? I mean, some amount of it is I actually, like, kind of, not force a radio voice, But having kind of like the trained radio voice helps a lot. Because I'm actually quite tired. Like, I can feel it in my face. That, like, my energy's slowly draining a little bit. You know, kind of with each passing minute. I don't even know what time it is. It's probably, like, past 5 o'clock. But, you know, I can kind of feel my energy draining and stuff. And it's one of those where it's just like, I think it's also easier with a slightly more active... There's a chest there, isn't there? Yeah, there is. There's also a lot of death here. Hey, I can afford the chest. Hopefully it gives me a, clump of iron. You know what? We should probably get this instead of prioritizing killing things. Ah, nope. I'm not sure if that's better or not, actually. But, by, like, cultivating some kind of radio voice... Oh. Well, I'm just going to accept the small amount of damage I'm going to take, given the situation, in favor of survival. Interesting. I do not actually dig faster. That much faster. See. Should put it as playing Catacomb Kids, and then some other CK game. I mean, this is a good point. Oh, good, some health. That said, getting some amount of health actually, I'm not going to say screws me particularly hard here, but still. Let's toss a key down there, and then come back later. Is there anything else here that we desire? There's plenty. It's just the question of, like, how much of this is going to even factor in. I need one of those drills. Okay, they do lots of damage. Everything does. There we go. Alright, now let's get straight into the thick of this, because this is crazy EXP, I think. I don't have a vortex box, so that does kind of limit my options. I don't want to be around you right now. I really don't. I don't even know, like, what I'm getting. I'm just going to assume that was good enough. Let's blow up some stuff. Here for underwater? Who cares, right? Right. Especially because I'm probably going to just be fighting the shit out of these fish again. Unfortunately, we don't have the sword, so it actually makes it a little bit harder to fight these guys. Oh, well. No, that's big money. I don't actually even know how much that's worth. Well, as long as I kind of get a good angle on these guys, it's not so bad. And since we've got the iframe booster... Oh, it's just eyeballs. It's just fish and eyeballs. Fish eyeballs all over the place. This is nonsense. Alright, works for me. Just gotta make sure I don't get shot too much. But then again, once I start getting shot, and losing, like, crazy health, it does give me that, like, significant DPS boost. Which experience can I farm from here? Not nearly as much as I thought. I think I actually turned a fish around by hitting it so hard. Which makes some amount of sense. No amount of sense. Let's get out of here. This place is crazy. But I think the other thing is, like, except for when you're, like, dead tired to the point where, like, you can't think of a topic, as long as I can keep thinking of, like, things to say, it's not very hard. Holy fuck! Okay. On one hand, being Mishka is super powerful. On the other hand, being Mishka super dangerous. I was talking about how I liked the shops in this game, but I mean, if you look at my inventory, those first 4 items were from shops. The next 3 items weren't from shops. The next 4 items were from shops. The next item was from a chest. The next 2 items were from a shop. The next 5 items were from a shop. The last item was from a chest. I don't know. It does feel like it homogenizes things just a little bit too much. Like, maybe have it so the shops only let you buy 1 item, but have, like, 1 per floor. That'd be great, actually. I'd love that. Just so it would actually let me have things. But I guess that would also homogenize the run in a different way. Just so it makes it so there's, like, no changing. Yeah, the thinking stopped. The thinking stopped and I died. I hate death in the universe and whatever. Anyway, that is, yeah. I don't think this proves that shops need to be nerfed. I think it proves that shops need to be rebalanced in a way. And you can't skip super dark rooms like that, Ace, because unfortunately you really badly need money and experience in this game. So you pretty much have to do every single... You have to pretty much buy every single... well, every single item you can, but also you have to stick through every floor. Otherwise, you end up gimped for the next one. Because the difficulty rises based on the distance you've gone down, not the time spent in the game. Unlike Risk of Rain. So, I don't know. Whatever. It wasn't that big of a deal. It was a pretty good run. And, well, we'll see if my luck holds out a little bit better next time. I should probably stop using the drill cannon, but I love it so much. Either way, though, at this point, sorry, Emily, I am going to bed. Sorry, everybody else. Or more per se, I'm going to render out the videos, edit, whatever, because I've got both Catterdays to edit through and a lot of content. So much content. So, I will see you guys in the next episode of Cavern Kings. And as always, thanks for watching.